G'day guys, my name is Caleb, otherwise known as the Critic Kebab, and welcome back to episode 2 of the FC24 Chelsea Career Mode. In this episode, we're gonna have games, and first up is Liverpool in the English Premier League. In this new rebranded game, we have a few things to look at. First being the pre-match report. This is Liverpool's probable lineup. They employ the gegenpressing tactical setup, and it's a formidable side. Jurgen Klopp, he got a lot of really good replacements, and I think his rebuild has been somewhat successful. So I think it will be a difficult game. The other new feature that has been added is a training session that allows you to get a temporary playstyle, improving stats of a specific player for an individual game. And this is basically going to be used when you want someone to be making the most out of their abilities and maybe trying to exploit a certain weakness in a certain team. And hopefully these temporary playstyles can be used to our advantage to again get those stats up, because we have a lot of players that are lowly rated. Now, our tactical setup is the tiki-taka, so we want a lot of our passing to be as sharp as possible. Obviously, training up to this point has done that, but to be even more so, I think we should employ the extreme hot potato training and utilize that. And I don't think I'm going to show you guys the training sessions themselves. I think I'll just tell you which one I'm going to do and then just do that. I think that might be a bit boring if you see me just do this boring crap all the time, but I think that's what I'm going to do moving forward. Alrighty, so those temporary playstyles have now been earned and applied to both Enzo Fernandez and Christopher Nkunku. And something that we're all familiar with is, of course, the pre-match press conferences. Hopefully this year, the questions are more random and more consistent and more accurate to what is actually happening in game. The game has just come out, so I'm sure it won't be, and there'll be a few glitches. But the first one of the FC24 Career Mode is, are you ready for your first game? We've put in some hard work, that's for sure. Is there pressure on you to make the Champions League? We'll have to cope with people's expectations, and a question regarding transfer deadline day and transfers, and that has been disabled. We are dealing with the squad that we already have. So I think we're in good shape, and we're just going to ignore that question. Now, of course, the same features exist in this game like they did in FIFA 23. You can go through and play just the highlights of a game or the attacking highlights if you only want to score. Both of these features I'm not going to utilize at all. I didn't enjoy them last FIFA. I'm certainly not going to implement them again this season. Obviously, we will have the sim and the quick sim feature at our disposal. And what I think I'm going to do, because we have no Champions League football this season, I think I'm going to play all of the Premier League games, of course, and I'm also going to play all of the FA Cup games. But I think for the Carabao Cup games, I'm going to make use of the sim match feature, because I really like how you can sort of get a bird's eye view and control the game more so as a manager than, you know, controlling each one of the players and playing the game that way. It's something different, and I think it'll be enjoyable to make use of it this season. But of course, this being the first game of the season in the Premier League up against the mighty Liverpool, we are going to play world-class 5 minutes in the rain, unfortunately, at Stamford Bridge. Alrighty, and so our season begins in FC 24. Now, I have decided to use Thiago Silva in this first game. You know, the opposition has some great attacking players, and we need our best defenders up there, and Thiago Silva, he has an 84 as of right now, so I think he will be good enough for us this time around. Oh, clumsy touches, but we got away with it. Can we get a cross in? Oh, Chilwell. Modric. Oh, bad first touch. James. Oh. Look, guys, we're just hanging in there. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness gracious me. I thought it was an injury to us. And I was about to say the bad voodoo is with us. Not just in real life, but in game here. But no, it's a Liverpool player. The game has stopped. So that means it's most likely going to be a substitution. Bit of a coming together. Doesn't look like that much, but it does mean Darwin Núñez is coming on to replace him. And he is nothing to sniff at. He is also a formidable player, full of talent. So we have to make sure that we're keeping a close eye on him. Oh, Chilwell backing off. What's the AI doing there? Oh, and thankfully it goes into the hands of Sanchez nice and calmly. Oh, Chilwell! Get in! No! Oh, as if that's off the post. Oh, come on. Oh, get out of town. Ah. Oh, come on. Oh, Salah was able to get an easy cross to the back stick where Núñez was lurking. The shot was tame and Sanchez didn't have to make a save. But we go into the break 0-0. We've had some opportunities of our own. And Liverpool, every time they get the ball, I just get a little bit nervous. So let's go into the second half and hopefully see more of the same. This time, hopefully getting the ball in the back of the net for us. Now, of course, the broadcast package is slightly different for the Premier League this season. Also, FC and 24 and EA rebranded as well. I don't know if the timing of that is coincidental or if it was planned that way, but I think it looks good, so no complaints from me. Sanchez, collect that easy. Oh, can we get Jackson in with the pace? Oh, Van Dijk. Oh, he's too good. Oh, I say that. Oh, Casado got himself into an attacking position, unleashed the shot and was unable to direct it anywhere close to the target. Oh, it's great pressing by Liverpool here. Oh, I was just about to say we almost got out of it. Oh, pressure. Oh, trouble. Fucking hell. Damn it. Oh, we did so well to keep possession for that long. And one tiny mistake can cost you so dearly. And Mohamed Salah, no surprise, he's getting on the score sheet here. Oh, outside of the foot as well. What are you doing, Sanchez? Does it go straight through him? Oh my God, that is awful. I hope that is not a sign of things to come in this game because that is absolutely atrocious. EA, what are you doing? Go, Jackson. Great run. Come on. Yes! He's got our first goal of the season! Nico Jackson gets the equaliser almost immediately. Come on! What a goal as well. A great little run in behind, a perfectly weighted pass, and his acceleration was too good, and the composure when it was needed. What a goal. Great strike of the football. And the number 15 stepping into the shoes of the late, great Didier Drogba. Hopefully his legacy can continue in a profound way with this man, our main man up top. Nicholas Jackson gets the first goal of the FC 24 career mode. Come on, boys. Alrighty, I've decided to make some changes. Broja is going to come on for the little bit tired Jackson and some other rotation here. Hopefully the fresh legs can get the job done. Oh! Oh! Far out. So much about that was awesome to watch. How we built up from the back, beating the press, not able to get the final touch. And we're almost at full time here. Oh, Chilwell. Oh, good save. And it's gone out for a corner. No, I'm going to leave Nkunku on. He's our best player. 86 rated. It could be useful. Right. Let's call him short, actually. Have a dig. What a goal! Raheem Sterling, the man I have spoken so critically of, comes on with the fresh legs and takes a ping from outside the box and gets it past Alisson, and we might actually win our first game of the season. Wow! Look at this on replay. Couple of touches and boom, right on the box. Alisson maybe could have done better, but lots of traffic in his way. Difficult to see. I will give him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't give a damn. We are winning this game at the dying stages as well. 86th minute. Let's go, Raheem. What a goal. Come on. No cross. No! Oh, no way he was going to score from there. Sanchez, just keep the football, mate. No need to get rid of it here. Wind the clock down. Kick the ball long. Give it back to the other keeper if we have to. Broja might even be able to get onto that. Surely, referee, blow your whistle. Blow it. Come on. Blow it. Blow it. He's blowing his whistle better than a prostitute ever could. An absolutely great start to the season. 2-1. Mauricio Pochettino has beaten the formidable Jurgen Klopp. And from my point of view, this is a great start to the season because with our team against theirs, I was not expecting a positive result. And in real life, we started the season really well, looking sharp against this team, and we unfortunately couldn't get the win. So in game here, I have rectified that, and Raheem Sterling is the one that gets the winner for us. 2-1 is the final result. Alrighty, let's come into our first post-match press conference with a bit of glee, with a bit of satisfaction, having got our first victory as the Chelsea manager. Delighted with a first win. We'll keep trying to improve. There was lots I liked. The fact that we were able to keep possession and bypass a Liverpool press is in itself impressive. So if we can do that consistently all season long, I will be happy, absolutely. Your boys left it late, didn't they? What were you thinking so close to the end? Let's go with this one. I know these lads keep going to the very last minute. You really turn things around. How? I'm going to go with this answer here. It's always about hard work. The fact that we were able to go into that pre-match training plan, improve passing for that tiki-taka tactical vision, and then be able to bypass their press so efficiently, it's a sign of things to come in this career mode, that's for sure. Now, the first thing that I want to do post-match is go through our players and make some adjustments to positions as well as their development plans. Now, with the little tutorial messages here, the key information that I want to look at is the middle one there, veteran players. As a player gets older, his skills start to decline. You can choose a plan that slows down the decline of the particular skills which make the player effective during games. I'm going to apply something to Thiago Silva in just a moment that hopefully makes use of that and we can utilize him more consistently throughout this season. Ben Chilwell, I want his defensive work rate to be improved and I need those defensive stats to be better, so I'm going to go with defensive wide back. In the last episode, I talked about how Marc Cucurella is better utilized in a system that uses him as an inverted wing back, playing more so centrally, sort of like what Zinchenko does for Arsenal or what John Stones does for Man City. So let's put him as an inverted wingback in his training. Thiago Silva, the man we just spoke about, I want his pace and his stamina to not go down because that would make him basically unusable. So I'm going to go with defensive centre-back to preserve those stats for as long as possible. Alrighty, I just went through all our centre-backs, excluding Thiago Silva, and just kept them on the same training, that being the stopper. Now, Reece James, to my surprise, only has a medium defensive work rate, and to me that's unacceptable. As a wide defensive player, he needs to be getting up and down the field constantly and never letting up. His stamina is only 77. Whether that's a problem moving throughout the season, I don't know, but it will get improved with the defensive wide back. Malo Gusto actually has high for his work rates, so I'm actually going to keep him on balanced and just let all of his stats improve. Moises Caicedo is also going to be a player that essentially sits in the hold and, you know, locks up the defensive areas of the field, playing essentially an anchor man. So I want him to be improved in all those relevant stats as much as possible, including a weak foot. Now, Enzo Fernandez is a player that will be box to box. Obviously, his creative attributes, I would love to see improve, but working so closely and alongside Moises Caicedo, his defensive attributes need to be improved as well. So I think I'm going to go with box to box to begin with. It says 24 weeks. I hope that that can be, you know, decreased and it gets done quicker if he is playing and performing well. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to see. I think that's how it worked last year in the previous FIFA. Now, Carney Chukwuemeka, I am going to make use of him in the cam position mostly throughout this season, and by default, he is a central midfield. So I'm going to change that and change his position. It says 2 weeks, so that is something to look forward to, that within 2 weeks we'll be able to make use of all of his maximum stats in that position. Mykhailo Mudryk, he needs to be performing at his absolute peak as much as possible this season, and his finishing needs to be top tier. And as of right now, it's sitting at 66. That's just, it's just not good enough. So to improve those specific stats as quickly as possible, I'm going to go to the inverted winger. Now, Cole Palmer was brought into Chelsea specifically because he is a great utility player. He can play on the right, he can play on the left, or he can play down the middle in an advanced or a more deeper role. He's come from Manchester City, which is a good thing because it means that he's talented and has been scouted by them, which is obviously good. But he's been let go, which means in my book that Pep Guardiola doesn't consider him an elite prospect and someone to keep around for the long term. So take that how you will, but he is now a Chelsea player and I expect him to soar to great heights. But before I turn him into a cam, which is what I'm going to be utilizing him mostly as, I want to train him into a left winger because he currently does not have that as an option. So he's going to transform from a right winger to a left winger first. Then after that's completed, I'm going to make him a cam so that he can play in 3 positions. Armando Broja, I would like to see his finishing also improve. So I'm going to turn him into the complete striker. Nicholas Jackson, he is a target man of sorts, even though he is pacey and can get in behind. So let's train some of his target player attributes and improve that as quick as possible. Alrighty, and that's pretty much it as of right now. I will revisit it at later stages in the career mode. If you didn't see a specific player that I mentioned, it's because they've been left unbalanced and I just want their stats to go up naturally. Now, our next game is up against West Ham United away from home. This is their probable lineup and their tactical vision is this. They don't have any key defensive or attacking players, which I find bizarre because you'd think, you know, Paqueta or even Kurt Zuma, who came from our great club, would have fit those roles, but maybe their stats aren't that good enough, and maybe that's not how the system works in identifying those players. Alrighty, did some training with Thiago Silva specifically, and he has earned a temporary playstyle for this game. Now, a new feature that has been added to this game. It's a bit quirky, but it is also kind of cool. It's the tactical view. Basically, you are seeing the perspective of one of Pochettino's coaching staff on the sideline, on the bench, and you get to basically see what it's like, how the game unfolds from this perspective. You can kind of see Pochettino doing his thing. I don't think we'll be able to see the opposition coach Moyes in the right box there. And this game has got off to an awful start. We're already down by a 1-0 after 3 minutes. Okay, well, I already instantly regret going to that point of view because the Blues have not turned up straight away and we've conceded early. Wow, okay. Alrighty, lads. Well, it looks like we're going to have to win this game the hard way. Now, I realise we're also wearing a white kit, which I don't really recognise. I don't think we've seen a white kit in any of the promotional material from Chelsea, so maybe this is a legacy kit. I'm not quite sure, but this is just what the game gave me. I should have changed it to our classic blue, which doesn't have a front of shirt sponsor still, which is kind of bizarre because I saw lots of talk that that was going to get lined up and confirmed and not happened as of yet, with a company called Infinite Athlete, some American data company, I think. It honestly doesn't really make that much of a difference. I actually kind of like the retro look of, you know, a classic blue shirt with no logo on the front. It's pretty rare nowadays in modern football, so I think we should enjoy it whilst we can. And this has been a horrible start to this game. Not all of my own doing. The AI did screw me at the beginning, but all of the momentum is with the Hammers right now. Great play. Get a cross in, maybe. What? What is that cross?
Well, they've been outplayed in this first half, and they need that half-time whistle to come soon, so they can regroup, change one or two things tactically, and come out with a better attitude in the second 45.
No! Why are you calling that, referee? Are you taking the piss? There was an advantage there. Oh my god. Nkunku was about to run in on play there. What the hell just happened? Oh, well, I'm not going to shoot, am I? Oh, well, we got no advantage from that at all, did we? Well, the halftime whistle goes, and it's been a poor start to the first half here. Going into the second half, we're going to have to really improve in all aspects of our game because it's just certainly not good enough. Now, one thing that I've noticed already playing this game with my very limited experience is I feel like your formation and keeping players in position is far more important. Like, there was a couple times in that first half where I was caught out of position and it was a problem straight away. So hopefully we can maintain as much consistency. What the? Oh, I missed the slide tackle as well. Oh, trouble. Modric, come on. Oh, what a goal. What a hit. On the sprint as well. What is this jersey? Oh, I honestly don't understand how this game has spat that out. But, okay, we've got one back.
Really good build-up, but no end product. Rather than a free kick, it's advantage Chelsea. Mudryk. Oh, stylish ball. What can they do now? Good weight on that pass. Oh, maybe the equaliser.
Oh, what a goal. And what a turn of events. Honestly, there was a few times in that build-up that I thought I overcooked it and it wasn't going to work out. But the pass in over the top by Enzo Fernandez was enough to unlock the Hammers' defence. A great first touch by Madueke and a strike on his weaker foot. What a great replay as well. Great equalising goal by the Blues here. The game is there to be won. Let's do it. Oh, what a turn. Oh, he's done me again.
Spot on with that tackle.
Oh, the clearance was also god-awful.
Passing skills.
Oh. Oh, see there? Casado and Enzo both got caught out of position as our central midfielders, and it completely unlocks West Ham, and they've got a goal to score. Wow. I told you guys. I noticed it straight away, and it cost us dearly. In the first game against Liverpool, we make a mistake, and they score. In the second game against West Ham, we make a mistake, and they score. Right, changes, substitutions. Hopefully they can make the difference. Lavia is going to sit in the hold with Enzo. Great goal. What an equaliser too. Again, there's a couple times I think I overcook it and make mistakes, but thankfully we've got enough quality players that just find themselves at the right position at the right time. Reece James was in the box, somehow gets involved, great leadership, and somehow this is a goal that gets put in the back of the net. And I think it was an Nkunku, it was the number 18, scoring his first goal for the club. You beauty. Well, goals galore in this game. What an episode it's been. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. Oh, what a tackle. Just nicked it off Jackson, whose hold-up play wasn't quite good enough. And I think that means we won't be able to get a winner. But a winner for West Ham is very possible here. They're sending lots of numbers forward. They believe they can get the winner. Unfortunately, we weren't able to nick it off him. And we're well past the 93rd minute here. We are at the referee's discretion. And he has blown the whistle. Thank goodness we didn't lose here. Unfortunately, we are not able to pick up maximum points after 2 games. It is a draw. But if I'm being honest, I didn't expect to beat Liverpool. So if you look at it that way, from my own expectations point of view, 4 points after 2 games is not half bad. Alrighty, second post-match press conference of this episode. And the first question is, was that a game you could have lost today? We were resilient, absolutely. We definitely pushed and got goals to keep us in the game. Defensively, we were a little bit shaky. We made mistakes with our setup and positioning. But that's just down to human error. I will improve and get better at this game. Now, the journo here has given me some credit and has said it was a game you couldn't take your eyes off for a moment. Did you enjoy it? Well, when I was in the coach's dugout just purely watching it, no, I did not enjoy it because we conceded. So we can't keep giving goals away. Again, this question is just not relevant at all. So we'll stick together, I promise you. EA Sports, come on, the press conferences are so easy to fix, I feel like, and year after year you just get the same disgusting questions that make no sense. Now, the title of this episode is Expectations, and this is what I want to ask you guys to comment down below and let me know. What are your thoughts? What do we actually realistically think is possible for our team? Because in my opinion, with so much young, inexperienced talent at our disposal, I think it's like ludicrous to expect us to get Champions League football. I think it's what's needed internally under Pochettino to give that self-belief and something to strive towards. But I'm a realist. I look at things very objectively. There are teams like obviously Man City, who I think will win the league again this year. Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, I'm sure will bounce back and be amongst it. But you've got so many other great clubs that are sort of on the rise, like Newcastle, Brighton, Brentford are definitely someone to keep an eye out for. And then, of course, Tottenham under fellow Aussie Ange Postecoglou. Who knows what they'll be able to accomplish this season. But for us, if we just look at the teams I've just rattled off there, that's like 8 or 9 teams that I think are potentially better than us. So finishing top 10, realistically, I think is where we're at, which is embarrassing to say because Chelsea Football Club is not a mid-table side. However, what I think we should be striving towards is finishing top 6. I think 6 or higher would be a great season for us. If we can get any form of European football, that would also be a plus. Getting into the Conference League, I actually wouldn't be against, because if we can get into that tournament and we actually win it, it'll be another prestigious trophy we can add into the cabinet. Because Chelsea Football Club, we've basically won it all. In terms of objectives set out in this career mode, let's actually have a look. It says here we want to finish in a UEFA Champions League place. So that's what the game expects from us, which I don't blame. And if, fellow fans, think that's what we should be striving forward and, is the hope, I think you're understandably ambitious. So it is what it is. And winning the FA Cup, it's a must win. It's a trophy. We must be going for it. And Mauricio Pochettino has come out on numerous occasions and said he wants to win. He wants to win everything. Win trophies is his goal at this club. He is certainly not here to do a nice job. So hopefully we can accomplish that both in real life and in FC24. Thankfully, in this game, we actually do have the correct scheduling. And in the next episode, we will be versing Luton Town, and hopefully we can cruise past them just like we did in real life, because they are the worst team in the division, in my opinion. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Of course, make sure notifications are turned on so that you get notified as soon as these videos go live on the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in episode 3, coming to you very, very shortly.